there may be some doctors or somebody with understanding about bones and stuff. Okay, I have suboptic dysplasia, and I didn't have any problems with loss of bone that I ever knew about until I got gum disease. I found out about it in 1997. In 1997, I was 24 years old. I had receding gums. I was so embarrassed, I lied and said, I've had it since I was a teenager, like trying to make it like it was no big deal. But, honestly, since 1997, the gum disease has gotten so ridiculous that I have lost my upper jaw and my cheeks. I know that sounds terrible, and like I don't take care of myself, but it doesn't matter if I floss like 3 times a day and brush 3 times a day. Nobody ever told me until I got in my later 20s that you're supposed to brush your gums. I didn't know that. It says brush your teeth, not your gums and your teeth. And when I was a kid, I always heard about brushing your teeth round and round, up and down, side to side, but never talked about gum disease or anything. And I realized that I didn't get a cleaning. I guess when my parents got divorced, I didn't get a cleaning from like 15 or something up to 20. Well, it would be 24, so it was like almost 10 years. So I guess I gave it a chance for gum disease to sneak in there. I also smoked for a little while when I was a teenager, and I smoked. It was not, I can't remember how long it was, but it was just like part of 1 year or something. I quit on my own. I know. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to like go on and on and on, but I also, when I moved into a new place in 1997, and April 97, and I smoked for a while. Well, I quit. It was like 2 weeks I smoked. Well, in August of 97 is when I found out that I had gum disease. But I had gingivitis then. That's what she said, you have gingivitis. Didn't tell me how to deal with it. Didn't tell me what to do to prevent any bone loss or tissue loss anymore. And at that time, as far as I know, I had no bone loss. I just had receded gums. So then I did go to the dentist different times and stuff, and I had a temporary filling put in. I didn't ask for it, but that's what they gave me for some odd reason. I don't know why. And then that was in 98. Then I stopped going to the dentist because I guess I didn't feel like they were helping me, or maybe it's because I hate dentists. It's not that I hate the people. I just hate going to the dentist. The noises, the sounds, the smells. Especially the... Anyway... So, 97, 98, so 98, I stopped, like I said. So, 99 came, 2000 came, I moved to a different place in April of 2000. So, 2000 or 2001, I went to see a dentist, and she said something about, she yelled at me, and she said something about that she wanted to split my gums. I don't know what she was talking about. It scared me. And I left her office and never came back. If she would have talked to me in a kind voice about what's going on with me, maybe I would have let her do what she wanted to do or talk to her about it. But she was yelling at me like I don't know. And so I left, and I never looked back. So then I went to a dentist in that same time frame somewhere, because before I moved, because I had a tooth that had the temporary filling, and they never changed it. They never called me to come in and change it, and I didn't have it changed. So he said that I was having problems. I can't remember exactly what, but he said it's a good thing that you came in, because I guess my tooth could have blown up. So like got infected and stuff. So he did a root canal, and perfectly good tooth, and got messed up by some stupid temporary feeling. But he did a root canal, and he did it right there that day, which was so nice. He was a really nice Christian dentist. He had an emergency come in, so he went between me and them, until he got me done or whatever. Never said anything about gum disease to me or anything, which, he was concentrating on that. I was supposed to go in for a cleaning, but I never did. Then in December 2001, December 2001, I moved again, and so I didn't see a dentist in 2000. Well, I hadn't had my teeth cleaned since 1990s, August, as far as I can recall, 1997 or 8. So it was like 98, 99, 2000, 2001. So it's December 2001 I moved, and I didn't go to the dentist. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005 came. August 2005. And I knew that there was something going. Somebody said about me having bad breath or something. And it was just really bothering me. And I went and they cleaned my teeth and said my teeth looked good and everything looked good apparently. But, and I said, well, what about my bad breath? I had somebody telling me in 97 I had gingivitis, and I had somebody telling me in 2001 they wanted to split my gums because my gums look terrible. I've never heard of anyone splitting gums, but I don't know what that does, but maybe it's some kind of gum surgery, I don't know. But sometimes I think the more you open people's mouths and expose them to stuff, it just makes me wonder if it makes it worse. I don't know. I'm not a dentist, but it seems like the more I go to the dentist to get my stuff taken care of, they don't tell me what to do. They just let it happen. So 2005, I got my teeth cleaned. He looked at me, and then I came back to get a feeling filled. But when he was cleaning my teeth, he said that after he was done, and they got the X-ray and everything, he said my mouth looked good and the bones seemed like they were okay, I guess. And so I asked him about my bad breath issues, and he's like, I don't know. I said, well, what's wrong? Why am I having this breath problem, or why the bad breath or whatever? And he said, I don't know. I mean, he's a dentist. If you don't know, send me to a periodontist. There was a periodontist in the conglomerate that he worked in. I'm sure at the time there was, but he never did anything. So he filled my tooth and that I had, like I said. Then I had wisdom teeth that really needed to come out because they were rotting, and they were supposed to have come out when I was in my teens, like 19, 18, whatever. But they didn't. And my teeth are pretty crowded anyway. I had like 6 pulled or something, or 8. Not at the same time, but I think I had like 4 pulled one time and 2 another or something like that. I'm not really sure, but so but my teeth are still crowded. I had braces put on and everything. The guy said that I wasn't ready, but my dad wanted to get it done because my brother was getting his and he wanted to do them at the same time. But anyway, regardless, so 2005, August 2005, so I left the office. I don't know. He didn't tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel helpless, and shameful. I don't. It's hard to talk about. So 2005, then after he did the filling, 2006, and I think sometime in either maybe it was the end of 2006 or the end of 2005, I'm not really sure, but I saw this doctor that pulls out wisdom teeth, a surgeon, and I told him that I have special health problems and that I have to have it done in the hospital, so he said he couldn't do that because he doesn't work in the hospital, but he gave me this stupid paper that means nothing. It's supposed to have all these numbers, and you call different people and ask them. It's stupid. So 2006 went by, 7, 8, and 7, 8, 2007, 8, especially 8. I'm starting to realize that I'm losing stuff. Even in like 2007 and 6, I started to have little jowls, sort of like. Not exactly jowls, but like saggy skin around my jaw. And I'm like, I wonder why I'm having that. And I've always had a very prominent chin and jaw. I don't have that anymore. So anyway, so 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. I'm having problems, so I go in and they do x-rays, and I'm having, severe problems. And they send me to a periodontist for the first time. Same place sent me to the periodontist for the first time. Now, I admit, I have a terrible diet. I love to eat sweets. I love to eat sweets, but I shouldn't have such severe gum disease just because I want to eat sweets. I just don't understand what's wrong with me. So they fixed a cavity for me. They cleaned my teeth first. Then I came in and saw this person, and it was a different person. Every time I went in, 97 was a person that was a lady. Then I came back to their office in 2005, because in 01 I was in a different place. I was in the city. So in 05 I came back to the area. I saw a guy. So then I came back in 2010. I saw a lady. And they had me in April, the first time was in March, late March I think, or something. I went to the periodontist. He did root planing. He didn't do the scaling part. He just did the root planing with the laser and the water and stuff, or whatever it was. And he said that it would help to control the gum disease. And I remember when he came into the room before I knew what was going to happen. When I was there seeing the dentist that day, that was when they decided what they were gonna do for me. And he said, do your gums ever bleed? Do you have this? Does this ever happen? I didn't say anything. I was so embarrassed and humiliated, because it's embarrassing, So I just kind of just looked at him. I didn't say anything because I didn't know what to say, and I don't know, I just was embarrassed. And so I went to his office, but it was in the big conglomerate, same place, but just his office, or his area of where he works in that place. And he did 2 times. He did one side of my mouth one time, then he did, or maybe it was the lower and then upper. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think it was lower and then upper, or upper and lower, whatever. And because sometimes I break it up even more, and I'm glad he didn't. But I didn't have any problems. The first time I felt nothing. Second time I felt nothing except for the injection. But he put tons of Q-tips with this stuff that's supposed to help you to not feel it. Which the dentist, they just throw the needle in you. They don't tell you they're even going to do it. I don't know how many dentists I've had since 2010. I've seen 2 different dentists, and they just jab you. They don't tell you they're going to jab you. I'm visually impaired. I need you to say, I can't see that needle coming at me. And I start crying, and they just don't understand that I'm terrified of the dentist. So anyway, the guy did the root planing, and then he had me come back and do the other, and he said that I was looking pretty good. And then he had me come back for a follow-up in a month or something, and he said, you're looking really good. You went from 6s, 4, 5, 6s to 3s and 4s, I think it was. Might have been even a 2 in there. But I kept losing bone. the rest of 2010. I never saw him again. I just saw him that one follow-up visit. So the rest of 2010, because the last one was in April. And then he saw me, I think, the beginning of May or end of April. But I think it was in May. I think maybe towards the middle, actually. So the rest of 2010 passes, 11, 12. Well, I was going every 4 months or so, sometimes every 6 months, to try to keep the gum disease in control. But all the while I'm losing bone. Nobody is doing anything about it. I'm going to the dentist every 4 months or 6 months, depending on if it's really hard for me to go because I'm really scared. And they just don't understand that. And I wish some dentists will give you stuff before you come in, if your doctor approves or whatever. they didn't do that, and I'm so terrified. Now now I did see a dentist in May of 11, who I had a really deep cavity, and he fixed it for me, and he let me listen to earphones, which I still felt the feeling the stuff happening, even though he gave me a shot or two. I was numb, but I heard if you have infection in your mouth, like from your wisdom teeth or gum disease or whatever, you're gonna feel it. So I felt it, but I just dealt with it, and then I was done. But I was so scared. And so 2012, and I went to see them, but then I stopped in 2012. Then 13, I didn't see them, and now it's 14. And I have lost so much bone, and I'm not just lost it in my face, I'm losing it in the back of my head. I don't know what's wrong with me. And by the way, I got my wisdom teeth out in March of 2012, and I saw them in May or June or something of 2012. And she said, he gave you some special mouthwash to use afterwards, didn't he? And I said, yeah, why? How do you know? And she said, well, your teeth are stained. So great. But the doctor was really nice. I went to the hospital because, like I said, I have special health concerns. But right now I don't have any health insurance. And all they're going to do is tell me that my teeth have to come out. That's probably what they're going to tell me. And frankly, it's a miracle that I have my teeth, because I don't have an upper jaw. I don't have cheeks. You don't have to believe me, but I don't have them. In 2006, I think it was, or the end of 2005, the guy said that one of my back teeth were sticking into my cheeks, so I was losing my upper jaw, and they never did anything about it. Nobody did anything about it, and he did x-rays. Why didn't he say something to somebody? And I was too scared to say anything. Why didn't anybody help me along the way? I know it's me to blame, but I feel like somebody could have helped me a little bit, So now I'm stuck. I don't know what to do, and I'm telling you, the only thing I have is the bone below your eyes. That's what I've got left. And my teeth are sticking in that bone. And I can tell the difference. Like, my face is much shorter than it used to be. I used to have a much larger face. My face is a little bigger than my hand. It should be like twice the size of my hand or something like that. When I put my hand on the bottom of my hand to the bottom of my chin, it goes the whole way above my eyes, like where my eyebrows are, and a little bit over that. I'm not lying. And my breath is terrible. I don't know what to do about it. And I don't have insurance, so I'm asking for somebody out there to tell me what I could do. Because I'm losing bone in my face area of my skull. I hit my head with the vacuum cleaner. I hit my head on the vacuum cleaner some years ago. And like back in, I don't know, 2011 or something. I hit it really hard, probably hard enough to give myself a concussion. It hit the handle, and there's a dent in that spot. I do have osteoporosis, but the last time I got it checked, it was osteoporosis, but it wasn't a severe osteoporosis. But I can tell that where I used to have the bottom of my head, I used to rub, and where my temples used to be there's no bottom of my head where it used to be. It's up like 1.5 inches or more. And I barely have temples. I know you probably think that I'm just making this up, but I'm not. And my forehead has gotten bigger, and my head slopes back more, and my head's more square than it is round. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on, and I'm really scared. And all people do is look down on me. I'm a human being too, and I'm visually impaired, and I don't know what to do. So if you can help me, if you're a doctor or somebody, Please tell me what I can do if you're a naturopath or somebody. Please help me, please, if you can, because I hate to even go brush my teeth because I hate to look at myself in the mirror. And when I brush my teeth, I think about how terrible my face is, and I hate taking pictures and looking at myself. Even in 2011 and 2012 and 2010, when I started putting my face on the camera to show you on YouTube, if you look at my face, I lose bone. You can see it. If it just looks like I'm thinning out, but I'm not. People used to say, "Oh, you're really thinning out, Christine," and I just think to myself, "Oh, it's just bone loss." I'm serious. I'm not thinning out. It's just bone loss. I'm not thinning. I'm in the same. I actually gained more weight recently, but my face is just, and my head is just shrinking. And I'm really scared where the head like covers like the top couple, the spinal cord where your brain stem starts, like there's a gap where the bottom of my skull used to be, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm really scared, and I don't want to lose my teeth. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And my ears, I have narrowing of my ears, and it's like some bone or cartilage is growing in my ear canals, and I barely have, like, they're so tiny, and the cartilage around my ears is really tight and really hard, like fused. And the doctor said that I could possibly have scleroderma when I first saw him in 2009. But I don't really have any hardening skin except a little bit on my arms, but I think that's from resting my arms on the desk all the time when I play on the computer, and it makes my skin hard and dry there. But I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like I've got, like, my ear is full, like when you have a cold. So I don't know what to do, and I need somebody's help. Please, if you could recommend something I could do, a supplement, something, please, because I don't know what to do. Please, guys. Thanks. It's really embarrassing to talk about this stuff, because I just keep getting more depressed, and I don't know what to do about it. Please help me. And I'm worried that my brain is having effects from losing all this bone in my head, and I'm worried that I'm going to get more mental problems and stuff. And I've had depression for years and stuff, but I'm really concerned. Please pray for me. Please, if you know what I can do to make something better, please help me. Like, if I feel my head, there is all these bumps and lumps. I thought I had an ingrown, like, hair follicle or an infected hair follicle. It was just a piece of bone, like, stuck out, like, it was just a piece of bone sticking out from my head, and my skin is thinned out really bad, and I don't know, guys. I'm really worried. At this point, what can I do anyway? I wish I knew somebody who could reconstruct my face, like stop the infection and then reconstruct it. It's so embarrassing. Who'd want to have a friend like me that's so disgusting? And I'm not saying that people with gum disease are disgusting. I'm talking about myself. And I've asked God to heal me, but He hasn't, so I guess He has some other agenda, but I don't know what it is, and I'm so embarrassed and ashamed. Please, if you know what I can do, please help me. Thank you. Bye.